What's going on, Aces? Welcome back to the channel. I don't know if you guys have seen The View today, if you watched the show or even seen the clips online, but they were celebrating the 30th anniversary of Sister Act 2 on The View. And when I tell you that it was lit, they lit that stage up. They was hitting it, okay? They brought back a lot of the cast members. I feel like almost everyone showed up with the exception of Lauryn Hill. But listen, we love Lauryn. She, has a whole lot going on showing up to her own concert. So she definitely wasn't going to show up to this one. But Cheryl Lee Ralph was there. If you guys remember, she played Lauryn Hill's mom. And, she was like, real Louise Watson, you better get your butt in this house, girl. And they brought back Ryan Toby, who was a member of City High. Of course, he played Ahmad on the movie, but he is doing amazing things. Like he is songwriting for Usher, Justin Bieber. He's producing now after he left City High, so he's doing really well. But the fact that they invited not only the students but also the nuns that start along with her in Sister Act 1. So if you guys remember Sister Act 1, she was hiding out in a convent. And so they brought the actors who played Sister Mary Patrick and Sister Mary Roberts. And it was just amazing to hear Whoopi just receive the flowers that she deserves from so many people, right? They were talking about how amazing it was, working alongside of her. They were doing, just like mischievous, crazy stuff in their nun uniforms. But it was the students who really got me, because almost every single one of them had stories where they said that even though Whoopi Goldberg was a huge star in Hollywood, she still is. She's still a Hollywood icon and a legend. But she said that she saw them and she was kind to them. One girl, I think she was the only Asian actress among the cast, but she said that Whoopi was just inquiring about where she was sitting at the lunch table, if she was fitting in with the high school cliques. And the girl said at the time she was really shy. She said no. She said Whoopi befriended her and said, well, we'll form our own clique and you can eat lunch with me. You know what I mean? And she's like, that always stuck with me. And now she's gone into ministry herself with her husband. They brought back Tanya Blunt, who is remarried now. She is actually a Grammy winner alongside of her duet that she has with her husband. So they're touring. But they sang Joyful, Joyful. She sang Lauryn Hill's part. And I mean, she brought the house down. Okay. And you guys can see the pictures here because they was hitting it. Okay. And she said that Whoopi Goldberg literally changed the trajectory of her life. She said that, she had initially auditioned for Lauryn Hill's part, Rita. She didn't get it, but she said that once Whoopi, heard her voice, that she specifically carved out that scene where they're playing the piano together and they're singing His Eyes on the Sparrow a cappella. She said that, Whoopi made sure that the world would hear her voice, and that changed her life. And I was like, wow, you know what I mean? Like, that is so amazing. And she's still singing to this day, a Grammy Award winning artist. Monica Calhoun was on there. If you guys remember, she was the lead actress in the Best Man series on Peacock. It was amazing to see her. Just so many. I didn't know that the girl who played Alex, which is actually, Whoopi Goldberg's daughter, and that's her real name, Alex. Most of the students played their real names on the cast. But yeah, she said that she was like, I didn't get the Nepo baby treatment. I had to audition like everybody else. And I'm sure, of course, she would have, still been cast. But it was just amazing to see so many people. And then the people who couldn't make it, like Jennifer Love Hewitt, they called in. Erica Campbell, I didn't know that she was on the, if you guys remember the music competition during the final scenes of the movie, Erica Campbell was singing for the other finalists. Lord Send a Revival, that was Erica. And I was like, oh, and that makes sense. You know what I mean? Because Erica, like she said, she's still singing gospel music to this day. A lot of the students, actually, now that I think about it, stayed in the arts. The one young man, he said, if you guys remember that scene in the movie where Whoopi Goldberg was like, take off your hats, and they took them off, and everybody was laughing. Well, he said that Whoopi stood up for him and had his back. They wanted to cut his hair, and he was a teenager, and it really bothered him, and he was, like tearing up. And Whoopi Goldberg said, "No, don't worry about it. They're not going to cut your hair." She said that they could twist it, and that's where the hats came from. But he said he really remembered that, and that stuck with him. He always appreciated the fact that she had his back. And then Whoopi, piggybacked off that and said that now we have the Crown Act, but it's still very much an issue that people are trying to police, African American hair, our bodies, our tones, everything, really, with Black Americans. But yeah, that really stuck with him. Another young man, and now he actually is a choreographer, and he said he's into fitness, but he's like, I work down the street at the Met. And I'm like, yes, come on, Met. Um, and then another young man, he said that, excuse me, that he got really starstruck around Whoopi Goldberg. And he said that he spent some of his money that he earned, during the movie, and bought new clothes. And Whoopi noticed him, and he was like, puffing his chest out, because he was a teenage boy. And when he turned around, she pulled the tag off of his new pants. He said he was mortified. She's like, don't worry about it. You still look good, baby. But it was just stories that spoke to the character and the kindness of who Whoopi Goldberg is, not only as an actress, but just as a woman, right? It was so amazing that she took the time to see each and every one of these teenage, young actors and actresses, and encourage them and made them feel validated and made them feel like they belonged. It was just it was an amazing show today. I love the fact that, they're highlighting so many of these shows. They did one where they brought back the cast from Hillman. And, Jaleesa Don Lewis, she wrote the theme song. She said she wrote it in she only had like 2 days to write it, but, it hit. Just hearing all these stories about, all these actors in Black Hollywood. And I love it. I love the fact that, Sheryl Lee Ralph was there just encouraging her. She hugged Whoopi, at the end, and really embraced her. And she actually said on stage, that it was so important that Whoopi receive those accolades, of course, while she's here to receive them. But she said it really spoke to just her character, right? That everybody has a story about how Whoopi has used her platform even back then, and how she's still using her platform now to help others, to lift others up, and to highlight others' gifts and talents. Should we all have the opportunity to do so? And of course, maybe not on a national platform, but she definitely set an example for others to follow, just, being kind. And it was just amazing that, Whoopi, she was tearing up at the end. It was so cute. And you could see the joy on her face, just pure joy in the bottom left photo here that I put. But man, it was just an amazing show. Like, I was tearing up. And this is one of my favorite movies. I cannot wait for Sister Act 3. I'm going to be seated. Okay. I'm definitely, of course, going to bring you guys a recap of that. But let me know, did you guys have an opportunity to watch the show? I mean, Tanya Blunt, listen, she sang the house down. Okay. She definitely put her spin on Joyful, Joyful. And just to see everybody come together and reprise their role. They still remember the choreography. They had the high school students in the background from, the LaGuardia School of Arts, the Fame High School. I wish they would have had Debbie Allen there. I know they brought her back with, in Hillman. And even Whoopi Goldberg was on A Different World back then. I just love the fact that so many of our legends are receiving their flowers while they're still alive to receive them. But this was amazing. I hope they do something like this again. I hope they bring back all of the, I mean, I don't know if they can bring them all back, but as many as can come. Hopefully, maybe Lauren can make some time in her schedule to come back to do Sister Act 3. I know Keke Palmer, she said that she when she was on the show, she actually was like shooting her shot, and she said, Whoopi, I would love to be a Sister Act 3. And Whoopi Goldberg was like, you were already, first in my mind. She's like, oh my goodness. And then she asked Cheryl Lee Ralph while she was on the show promoting Abbott Elementary, which she just won an Emmy for, which is amazing. But she's going to come back for Sister Act 3. So I cannot wait. I am so excited. But this was one of the best shows that I've seen from The View in a very long time. No arguing about politics or Trump or anything crazy like that. Just focusing on, positivity, giving Whoopi Goldberg her well-deserved flowers. And even Whoopi's response was so humble. She was like, how lucky have I been? Who's been luckier than me to have lived the life I lived? And if you know anything about Whoopi Goldberg's story, especially her childhood, I don't know if a lot of people would have called that lucky, or even her acting career, period. I mean, she went through a lot of trauma, but just to look back over it and to see that pure joy on her face and to see people really recognize her for the talent and the amazing actress that she is, she said, it makes it all worth it. But you guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Did you see The View? If not, I'm going to link the YouTube so you guys can watch it for yourself in the description box. But the clip from YouTube, it was amazing. I loved it so much. This is seriously one of my favorite movies. I cannot wait to finish Sister Act 3. You guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will talk with you in the next one. Take care, Aces. Bye.